Hi everybody, my name is Jeremy, this is Red Means Recording Modular, and today we're going to do another patch from scratch with this system. This will probably be the last patch from scratch I do with this configuration, because I have some other things I want to try with this small system. And yeah, I haven't exhausted everything we can do here, but I certainly have gone a tiny bit bored with it. So I have some other ideas, this will be the last one. And I had done this 4 on the floor kind of, I don't know, dancey patch, which sounds like this. And I thought about doing that as a reverse engineer patch from scratch, but I'm like, you know what we haven't done? We haven't really done a lot of modulation with beats and clouds. I want to throw a bunch of modulation at those today and see what kind of textural content we can get from this system, as opposed to beat-driven content, which is what we've been doing so far. So that's what we're doing. Patch from scratch. The way this works is I will patch, we will talk about it, and at the end I'll say, hey, that's the patch. And then I'll upload a sort of standalone performance as a separate video. So keep an eye out for that. And give the video a like if you like this, and a thumbs up if you really like this. I think they're the same thing now, actually. So do that. Yeah. Okay. So there's rings. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Rings in the clouds. Everybody loves rings in the clouds. We're using marbles here as our sequencer for this. And we're going to be using the strum and volt per octave in. So there's our beautiful rings in the clouds. Clouds is a granular processor, and we're going to find some sweet spots here. The first thing I want to do is introduce some modulation to this freeze command. So I'm going to turn blend all the way over. So when we are frozen, we can move through the buffer that exists there, which is really cool. You can hear that buffer there. You can also move through size. So what we're going to do is send a rhythmic pulse to freeze, I guess. And I'm going to use the output here of the abstract data ADE32, which is a 8-channel multi-wave out. It's kind of like PAMS, but with a little bit more focus on modulation. It's cool. I really, really like it. So into freeze. Let's see what happens. That was cool. Ooh, that's cool. Let's modulate size. So I'm going to need modulation that has attenuation to it, because I don't have any attenuators in the rack, and this does not have an attenuator. I could be really weird and use blades as an attenuator. Should we do that? That'd be so weird. Let's use unclocked tides here into blades and see if this works. I don't know if it will. Be pretty cool if it did. So all the way up, we should get full modulation. If we turn this down, we should get less. Basically, you know, since this is a low-pass filter, if we attenuate a sine wave, which is essentially what this is, it will, or it's a triangle wave, it'll just turn into a smaller sine wave. So it's essentially a really expensive attenuator. Let's go in here and turn feedback up a little bit. So we're going to leave position alone. Texture sounds cool, so we'll modulate that. I'm going to give that full. And I'm going to turn the rate of marbles down even further. Not that far. Whoa, hell yeah. That was cool. That's really cool. I'm going to modulate our good friend brightness here. Want some change from this. This is bipolar, so Turn it down. Turn that right there. All right. That little is so cool. What should we put into beats? I've been really enjoying plates lately, so let's go ahead and put... Oh god, I love that. When you don't clock things properly, I guess we are technically clocked here. But we're not clocking this. When you don't clock things properly all together, you can get some very cool results. Like, as you can hear here, things will just kind of occur in weird ways, which I really like. We could modulate rate over here, and we may. You never know. And then we'll use this output right here. So we need something to go into seed. So we're going to take another output here of our ADE32 output select. We're going to choose output type loops. And we're going to choose the div molt, something like high up here. So we should see that pop in and out. So that's going to feed bits of our signal here. I'm going to turn jitter up. Remember, I really, really want this to be weird. Okay, cool. Let's take another output here and put this into freeze. Output select. Output type. Sample and hold gates. And then just turn this to an arbitrary number. Cool. Now we're going to modulate time. Which is going to be here. We'll put another here from our good friend Tides. Wonderful. Just really weird. I'm going to modulate structure here because I really like what it does. It's kind of got this harmonic shift to it that I really, really enjoy. So I'm going to use ADE32 right here, and I'm going to go to output select, output type, and that's going to be not... Oh, I have a noise here. I didn't realize that. I should be using that. I'm going to use LFO ramp and then slow it way down. Now you can hear go woo, which I really like. I don't like how often plates is hitting, so I'm going to take the trigger out of here. And I'm going to use this output here. Trig, output select, sample and hold gates. Finally, I'm going to modulate size here. Output select, output type. We're going to use a ramp and make it rather slow. Great. So let's go ahead and make sure that's turned up and put size right in the middle. So now it'll go between positive and negative. Those little bits of silence are actually really good. Let's go ahead and grab this output here and put it into harmonics. This will change the DX7 voice of plates. So we're going to send this a times 2.6, just make it really wonky, and then it's going to be a random wave. Wow, that's a big old moment of silence, isn't it? All right, we're going to need something to fill that in. For that, let's use braids. We haven't used braids as a non-drum voice for this whole time. We can't really, because we don't have any reverb for it. I really would want reverb for it. All right, we will we'll go ahead and use braids as a kick again, just to give us a tiny bit of structure. Let's see how this feels. It might feel a little much. We might not even use braids. Oh, high 4 on the floor kick drum. Turn the rate of this up a little bit. And this trig, I'm going to go ahead and make this go a little bit faster. Need a little bit more events in here for this to work. There's such a thing as too little density. That is extremely weird, and I love it. Let's get elements going. Go. We're using Shifty as a sort of cable lengthener. A little fast. I'm going to use that channel. That's channel 5. And I'm going to go ahead and change this to ×2. And then let's take that CV out here. And I'm going to find that channel. It is 7. Let's go to 7 and change this to divide by 16. And I'm going to go back to our gate channel. Which is 5, and we're going to manipulate the pattern a little bit. So right now this is a Euclidean pattern, 32 steps, 19 trigs. I'm going to just drop it down a little bit. It was a little too much. And we really want these sort of like random events. Like those are really cool. So what would really gel this together is going to be like playing something along with it. And so that's what I'm going to do, I think. I'm going to record the patch here. This is the patch, basically. I'm going to record it over here. And then I'm going to record me playing, I think, one of my synths along with it, just to give you a sense of like what super random plus super deterministic sounds like, because it's a really fun combination. Okay? Let's go ahead and reset this patch. So we're going to leave the kick in there. We are going to take this gate out. We don't need that right now. In terms of the bias, turn this all the way to the right. This will be the first sound we hear in the kick. Whenever the kick... Great. Love it. We did it. Take this out. That's our kick. Take this out. That's that. Bias back. Great. Okay. All right. I'm going to perform this. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment if you like this, and I will see you in the next Patch from Scratch video with some new toys. My name's Jeremy. This is Red Means Recording. Kiss your cat around the lips.